All right. So, unfortunately, the puppy drafts are full. I'm not really sure when the next one will start, but whenever that is, we can't wait for that. We're gonna get into some drafts just to practice a little bit more. We're gonna do this 12-person $3 draft. Hopefully, this fills up pretty quick, so we can get right into it. Because like I said, I'm here for the practice. This is so much fun to me, and I'm ready to just get some more practice in. Sorry, I was doing something. Getting that lo-fi back on. Okay. So I don't know how fast these fill up. I don't really know if it's different at all. I'm assuming not. It's still best ball format. So it should be relatively similar. But I just don't think there's as many people doing this. So we'll see. As long as we're drafting, we're having a good time. So that's really all that matters. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. Got a tattoo yesterday. That all went well. I mentioned it, I guess Friday now. I ended my streak yesterday because of the tattoo. It took 8 hours, so I really didn't really have time to stream. But I wish I did, because we probably could have gotten to a couple more puppy drafts. But you know, it is what it is. Luckily, Underdog Fantasy is amazing, and they have plenty of other options. You can see right here, I went on the FanDuel and just like checked out what they had, and it's just not even close. So we're sticking right to Underdog. No more wandering eyes. Whenever puppy drafts are full, we'll just do 12-person leagues. Now, these aren't tournaments, so there's no chance for the $75,000 prize. But with 12 people, you're more likely to win. Top three. Third place gets their money back, and then top two win some money. And what is that? The top quarter, top 25% will at least get their money back. So we're gonna get into it. The money prizes are nice and everything, but I'm really just doing it for fun. I'm doing it for practice, and I'm doing it to stream, doing it to hang out and get some content posted. So it is noticeably slower to fill, though. Usually the puppy drafts fill really quickly, within 30 seconds. It looks like we're pretty close, but it is a lot slower, which is fine. Okay. All right, well, in the meantime... Oh, just kidding. We are getting set. We're about to see what pick we are, and we are pick 10. Okay, I like this. There's some players in this range I've been hoping to try out and grab some. So let's see if we can't get a couple of them and start a team that might be a little newer to us. Now, see, this is only a 12-person league, so we're not as pressed to reach out and get exclusive builds. We're not really trying to spice it up too much. We're going to stick to our team. We're going to stick to value. We're going to stick to the guys we want and we believe in. And we're going to try to put the best team together with no extra corks or twists and turns. We're just going for a solid team right here. We just have to beat 9 other people in this draft room, which shouldn't be out of the question. Should be very doable. But draft is about to start, so here we go. Oh, 7 hours? Okay, so this is fucking 8 hours between every pick. This is not what we want. All right, we're going to keep this going, but we're going to try to get into something else. Man. Right off the bat, not going too well. 7 hours. I mean, that makes sense why it took so long to fill. I guess people aren't really that urgent. What is that? Oh, is that what this means? I should have read, I guess, huh? I think that's what that orange clock means. 30 second. Yeah. That's what that orange clock means. I don't want to do a 3-person league. What is this? This is NFL Sport, when filled. 18 rounds, 12 draft size, 30-second pick clock. Same thing. Okay, this is the same thing, but it is not an 8-hour draft. So we're going to enter this one as well. So we're pick 10. I don't even think it's worth queuing anything up for this because I don't know, we have 7 hours to pick once it's actually our pick. So I definitely will fill everyone in on what happened with this draft and what we ended up with, but you know, there's no way to stream this draft. This is going to take forever. So we'll just do this one behind the scenes, and once it's complete, we'll touch back on it. I just don't know why you'd ever want to do this, to be honest with you. Yeah, we'll just get out of that. Oh, you live and you learn. That's what we said we wanted to do. We wanted to get on here and learn something, and we already learned that if it has an orange clock by it, run away. We're not trying to do 8-hour drafts. We're not trying to take 4 weeks to draft a team. That's not what I want to do. I want 30 seconds on the clock. Throwing together a team. But yeah, in the meantime, I would be curious to know everyone's favorite candy. When I went to get my tattoo yesterday, I loaded up on what is it? Airhead Extremes, not the bites. I usually get the bites, but Airhead Extremes. For whatever reason, every time I go to get a tattoo, I grab Airhead Extremes. I think Airheads just in general might be my favorite candy. So I'm not a big chocolate bar guy, not really my style. But I'd be curious to know what everyone put a comment below if you of your favorite candy bar or just candy in general. But while we're waiting, it is a perfect time to let you know. It says it right below my head as well, but if you join Underdog Fantasy, you want to have a little bit of fun. You want to get some practice in for your drafts. Maybe it's a family draft you're practicing for. Maybe it's a office draft. Maybe it's a friend draft. If you want to get some practice in, this is the perfect way to do it. Mock drafts don't really work out as well because if you don't have a little bit of skin in the game, then a lot of people just dip out and don't really try. So Underdog Fantasy is great for that. You can do low dollar entry tournaments and or leagues like we're in right now. This was a $3 leagues. Anybody has $3. And the good news that I have for you is that if you sign up for Underdog Fantasy, they will match 100% of your first deposit up to $100. So you put in $100, and in that same moment, they will match that $100. You'll immediately have $200, get that free $100, and then you will enter at least 40 puppy drafts, or what is that? 200 divided by 3? I should be able to do that, but I can't. How many drafts is that? 200 divided by 3. If you do drafts like this, you'll get like 66 drafts, which is, again, that is plenty of practice for you. So go in, sign up for Underdog Fantasy, make a deposit, get some free money. When you go in and sign up and make that deposit, use code FFX54. It's right above my head. And that'll help me out, help me get into some more drafts, stream it for you guys. And it does nothing negative for you. So you can go ahead, go in there, put that code in, get your free $100, get me a free $10. That's 2 puppy drafts and 2 more streams. So surprisingly, this is a lot slower filling up. I mean, I knew it was going to be slower than the puppy draft, but I didn't think it would be this slow. So we're waiting for 3 more people here. I guess 3 more people would just looking to practice and draft and have a little bit of fun. So, so as we said before, it is a little bit different strategy. We're just going for that top 25%. We're not going for the one-off perfect build. We're aiming to beat this room. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. We're gonna aim to draft the best team in this room, period. So this will probably be more like your normal fantasy draft come August and maybe even September. I don't remember when drafts start. But this will probably be a little better practice. Now, this is still best ball, so it's not going to be exactly like that draft. People are still going to be reaching on wide receivers and things like that. So keep that in mind, but you're not going for the Hail Mary in a draft like this, whereas that's what you're going for in the puppy draft. We're really looking to recover from last two drafts actually. We had some pretty weak drafts, starting with the Aaron Rodgers three quarterback blunder. If you haven't seen that video, click on the video of with Aaron Rodgers in the thumbnail. It was tragic. Oh, it was absolutely tragic. It could have been a good draft, but I don't know. We were messing around. That was not our best effort, and then last draft was not our worst. I mean, the team was fine, but nothing really to be excited about. So, and the irony there is our last draft that we weren't super happy about, we were picked 2. So we get a chance to redeem ourselves here. I'm assuming he's going Jonathan Taylor. If not, we'll grab him as usual. If he does, we're just gonna have to go Cooper Kupp. We're going to have to go Cooper Kupp if he goes JT. He goes JT. We're going to go Cooper Kupp. Keep it simple. Don't think about it too much. I started off the last pick 2 build grabbing CMC at my pick, and it just kind of threw the rest of the draft off for me. So we're not going to get cute with it. We're just going to go in there, grab the player that we should grab, and keep it moving. Let's do a little bit of recon here while we wait. Matthew Stafford is what we're looking for. Let's pick 93 if it goes at ADP, which is 2 picks before us. Now, I don't think I'm willing to reach on him, so we're just going to have to hope he makes it back to 95. Now, I don't think I'm going to wait. I mean, I'm not going to wait till round 8 to grab a quarterback. If I see a Lamar or a Jalen Hurts at a good value, I'll grab them and still try to grab Matthew Stafford at 8. But we'll just play it by ear. We'll see what happens. It's a pretty standard start here. Nothing too crazy. Now, one thing I'm curious about is if the people in these lobbies, as opposed to the puppy lobbies, I wonder if they're a little bit more serious and a little bit more educated. I wonder if we're going to see more standard drafts, less chances, less surprises. I wonder if that's how it's going to be, or it could be the total opposite. It could be, since it's a $3 league, it might just be, you might find some scrubs. So this is a learning experience for us too. First one we've done. First non-puppy draft we've done, so we'll see what happens. Devontae goes a little early, but I mean nothing too crazy. Travis Kelce makes it to 12. He goes Travis Kelce, Joe Mixon. Solid combo, but nothing special there. I have to keep reminding myself that we're not going for something totally special. We're going for a solid team. Obviously, we're always going for that solid team, but it's a little bit different. So, Mark Andrews goes. We're going to see, while we wait, let's check out if we have any updates. Hunter Renfrow got his extension. Drew Lock can't beat Geno Smith in a quarterback competition in the worst quarterback room in the entire NFL. So that says a little bit about him. And which is why I think they're going to get Jimmy Garoppolo or Baker Mayfield. I mean, you cannot start the season with Geno Smith as your starting quarterback. We saw him last year, and he was he's not going to win enough games. He's fine for a backup. It's a pretty decent backup, actually, but Seattle has a winning culture. I don't think their fans are going to be too patient watching Geno Smith sling it around all season. I think I want to look to go wide receiver, but we'll see. I'm not really sure who's going to be falling to us. We'll check it out after Verge. Okay, Verge goes Alvin Kamara. So we'll check it out. Kind of a weird range. I feel like I should go Saquon Barkley. That's what I probably should do. Who'd I go? I went Cooper Kupp. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for Keenan Allen, actually. We'll get Keenan Allen on the turn. We're gonna go. Let's go T. Higgins. We're going to go T. Higgins and Keenan Allen back-to-back, hopefully. And what that'll do is that'll open up the floor for us to go either Joe Burrow, any combination of Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, and Matt Stafford. So that'll give us a backup option. We're going to keep our eye out for all of them at any value. I don't think I'm trying to reach, especially because we're looking out for... Oh, wow. Okay, he goes Keenan Allen. So we're not... Can't do that anymore. Nick Chubb goes. We are going to load up wide receivers. Go A.J. Brown. Same applies with our quarterback room. Except instead of Justin Herbert as an option, we're looking at Jalen Hurts as an option. And to be honest with you, Jalen Hurts is always an option. He's going at pick 63. Joe Burrow is going at pick 69. And Matt Stafford is going at pick 93. So let's check out our big board. I think it's important to always look ahead like this, and it kind of prepares you a little bit more for any surprises. 30 seconds is not a long time to audible when the person before you takes the person you were trying to get. It doesn't give you a whole lot of time to think and look into the quarterback situations and make those last minute decisions. So if you can look ahead and you can come up with kind of an ABC option in your head, then you'll find yourself running out of the timer a lot less. Forget what I said already with these guys. 63 and 69. 63. Yeah, doesn't really look like we're set up too well to get any of them. I'm not going to reach on either. We'll go, if they're left at 71, then we'll grab one of them, being Jalen Hurts or Joe Burrow. But we're definitely not reaching, 13 to 19 picks for either one of them. We're going to stick to the plan. But what we can do is look ahead and see who is in the 47 to 50 range. Preferably a running back or wide receiver. $47-50 is that DK Metcalf, Allen Robinson, George Kittle area. We have a dark horse play we can try to make here. Breece Hall goes already. I was actually looking at grabbing him and David Montgomery at the turn. Surprised he goes off that early. They must really like him as a prospect. Jalen Waddle falls all the way to 41. That's a little deep for him. Trying to see if there's any other surprises here. Not really. Ooh, whoa. Easy. It's only 2 o'clock. Patrick Mahomes goes very early. I guess that's not very early, but I don't see the point in going Patrick Mahomes if you don't have Travis Kelce, unless he's going for like Juju Smith-Schuster later on. We're having a big running back run here, which is a little intimidating, being that we have 0 running backs. We were looking at a J.K. Dobbins, Travis Etienne, Breece Hall range. Doesn't look like that opportunity is going to present itself. So this is what I'm talking about. Is we had a couple other options in our head that we may go for. So we just got to wait and see how it shakes out. Deontay Johnson goes rent-free at pick 12. Goes bully tight end strategy. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Darren Waller goes, and we're on the clock. So Justin Herbert, we could have took him if we ended up getting Keenan Allen, which we didn't. So this is a bit interesting, but this is a stack I've been wanting. We're going Lamar Jackson, and I think you can already guess who our next pick's going to be. And again, our next pick isn't until 71. So if we see someone we like before then, we can reach on them. Actually, we can't, because we already have a plan here. And our plan... Did someone reach? No, he didn't. Okay, we're good. We want that Rashad Bateman, Lamar Jackson stack. I've been trying to get it for a while, and we go ahead and lock it down there. So I really like this start at wide receiver, obviously, and quarterback, but we have a lot of ground to make up at running back. So let's hope we can get some good values falling towards us. But this might get a little bit ugly. We're probably going to have to go 5 backs. I hate this. I wish it would... You have to like scroll to keep up. It doesn't do a live scroll. I wish it did. That's why I like the big board. Gives you a better idea of what's going on. I'm hoping with these, with the running back runs that we've seen, the room has been pretty aggressive on running backs. So I'm hoping that it allows for some running backs later on to fall to us, since everyone kind of has their starting two. But I mean, I'm definitely not gonna, I wouldn't expect it, I'll say that. And I don't even know if there's running backs that I'm excited about left anyways. So that's why I think we're gonna have to grab quite a few just to try to piece together some big weeks. Hopefully one of them can pop off a week, but when you're getting into that CEH, AJ Dillon, Miles Sanders range, you're asking for trouble. I don't even know who I prefer here, but we have to go running back. $95 and $98 are our picks after this turn. So let's go look at what range that is. The Damian Harris, Kareem Hunt, Cordero range, which isn't horrible. I really do like Kareem Hunt. His ADP is 100. So we're going to try to get him for sure. It would be great if Josh Jacobs fell to us, but that I don't see that happening. Or Jalen Hurts, honestly. Jalen Hurts will work out for a good stack later if I could get Dallas Goedert, so we would have a double stack with AJ Brown. But like I said, I'm pretty confident neither one of them will make it back to us. So we'll probably end up going an AJ Dillon and what? See, I don't like CH at all. I really don't even love Elijah Mitchell. Oh, that's all right. We'll find ways to make it up. I don't hate everyone moving forward. I just am not. This range is not really too pretty. I was gonna say we could go for a Dalton Schultz if he was available, but I think he got scooped. Yeah, he got scooped. So tight ends out of our head right now. Now, all three of these teams have 2 running backs already. I was thinking about Joe Burrow as well, so that kind of sucks. Yeah, that goes with the Jamar Chase team, which again is fine. We're looking for Matt Stafford to fall to 95 at pick or round 8. I'm really hoping that these 2 teams pass on Josh Jacobs, but he's falling so low in ADP that I would be shocked if someone didn't grab him for the value. And there he goes. So he goes Michael Thomas, and we're going to go with our guy, Jalen Hurts, lock in the quarterback position. We have Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown stack, Rashad Bateman, Lamar Jackson stack. That's a pretty solid start as far as quarterback and wide receivers go. So at the end of the day, our running backs we're punting them into later picks, and we're really banking on our wide receivers popping off for us. And being that more wide receivers start than running backs, that's why you see wide receivers going off more aggressively, because they have more value when 3 of them are playing as opposed to 2. Or not 3 of them are playing, but 3 of the scores in your team are being counted as opposed to 2. Elijah Mitchell, I'm scared to take because it's very possible there's a new starting running back in San Francisco again. That happens very frequently in San Francisco. I like AJ Dillon here. He has a role. AJ Dillon's our running back 1 now. He has a role in the Green Bay Packers offense already. He might get a little larger role with the wide receiver situation. They might lean on the running game a little bit more, especially with Aaron Rodgers getting a little older. And again, if anything happens to Aaron Jones where he decides to step out just out of the kindness of his heart, then AJ Dillon will come in as a top 10 running back every week. So that's a shot I'm willing to take, especially when we have, or we're going to draft quite a bit of running backs. AJ Dillon he'll give us some weeks that we can use. I thought about going Miles Sanders there for a second, but I just can't bring myself to reach over 3 other running backs in that range, or wide receivers for that matter. to grab him. Maybe I should have. I think Miles Sanders is an incredible running back. I just don't think he's on the field a whole lot, which is why his value is where it is. And I think when he is on the field, he doesn't get as many touches as he should either, for whatever reason. CEH finally goes. Let me pull up the big... Oh, not trying to play Apex. Pull up the big board, see how it's shaking out. When we're done, we'll go back through and check out the teams and see if there's any teams that stick out to us and that we should keep an eye on. Just at a quick glance, we got Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton on the same team. I'm assuming they went Russell Wilson. Matthew Stafford goes, so I'm happy we went Jalen Hurts early. I know that was a little side topic, but I just saw him go here. So it makes this Jalen Hurts pick a lot, feels a lot better. Russell Wilson did go. This guy, yeah, okay, that's fine. This guy really couldn't reach from 63 to grab him. Maybe he was hoping he would fall, but not expecting it. Yeah, so we'll look at the teams a little bit later. The bully tight end build. Oh God, he went a third tight end already? I don't know why you would do that. It's taking a lot of tight ends off the board here. Kenneth Walker goes. I was going to try to grab him. Let's start looking at who we're going to get, who's falling. Sky Moore's falling. I'm 0% interested in that. Okay, I have a plan. Might as well queue him up, being that we're not in a lobby with anyone watching. We're going to hope to go Dallas Goedert to get a double stack with Jalen Hurts, and we're going to hope to go Kareem Hunt as our running back too. Am I crazy for going Kareem Hunt over Cordero? I probably should be going Cordero, but he goes, so thankfully that decision was made for us. I don't like Damien Harris at all. I really don't. So we'll go with these picks. We're going to go Dallas Goedert first. I don't really want either of these receivers, so I'm fine skipping on them as far as ADP and value goes. Damien Harris, like I said, I don't like. Just in that New England offense, you really don't know who's getting the touches. You don't really know what's going on. It's going to be a pass. Well, I guess they are a run-first offense, but their backfield is big. They have, I think James White is coming back this year from injury. So it's going to be a crowded backfield between Ramondre Stevenson, James White, and Damien Harris. So we're going to go Kareem Hunt as our running back too. Now we did get a tight end, so we're starting to balance out here a little bit. It's starting to fall into shape. I'm liking the way it's looking, to be honest with you. Even though we punted running back and tight end, we got some running backs that we like, and we got a tight end that made sense. So I'm really liking this structure. Having Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson on the same team, especially when we get Jalen Hurts at a 8-pick value. Feeling pretty good about that. Okay, so let's look ahead. Pull up the big board. We're going on picks 119 and 122. So let's see what we're looking at. Okay, running backs are getting really ugly, so who used to go by? Oh, it was Isaiah Spiller. either moved up or Michael Carter moved down in ADP value. They used to be neck and neck as far as ADP goes. Yeah, running backs are scary when you punt them, I will say. Just because if you get past that Josh Jacobs range, like we did, you have a huge drop off in volume going towards the running backs available. A lot of these running backs, you either don't know what the volume's going to be like, or the volume's just straight up bad. So, it gets really nasty. And what pick did I say we were? 119 to 122. Rashad Penny would be fine. I think Pat Freiermuth just went, actually. Because I was going to... No. Where did he go? Oh, he's right here. Gronk goes. We're really just playing the room at this point. Seeing what they'll give us. If we can, I would like to grab Chase Edmonds and Rashad Penny, but that all just is based on what the people ahead of me take. They have 3 running back, 5 running back, 3. So they're in a little bit of a need for... I don't know. This seems pretty balanced. So they could really do anything. This team needs a tight end really bad, but I don't think they're going to reach that far. They could go quarterback. They actually desperately need a wide receiver, so they should go wide receiver. This team, I'm thinking, will go quarterback or tight end. So, yeah, they go wide receiver. Go quarterback or tight end. Go ahead. I don't know who the running backs are, so I don't know if they're trying to kill by volume or just having 3 solid running backs that they're going to punt the rest on. And Bean City Rocker is also pretty balanced, so he could do anything. He might just go running back for the values. But like I said, wide receivers are a little bit more valuable, and we stacked up on them early with some high picks. So, yeah, I think he's going to just auto-draft Chase Edmonds. That's unfortunate. Come on, Verge. Just waiting to see how this plays out. I don't like Ramondre Stevenson, so is he gonna auto draft Rashad Penny? What's up with everyone on auto draft? It's killing my strategies here. Now what? Now what? Do we go Ramondre Stevenson anyways? Do we go wide receiver? I think we go with the people we like as opposed to picking someone we don't like. I think the next pick we're gonna actually reach on Pat Freiermuth and then stop at 2 tight ends just to give us a little bit of freedom in our structure to grab some more running backs since we're getting to this 10th round, 11th round range, and we only have 2 running backs. Grabbing a tight end actually isn't horrible, being that we don't like any of the running backs in this range. So we're not going to take a guy that we don't like and don't believe in. We'll take a tight end that we do like, lock that position down, and then give us the freedom to double up on running backs that we do like in the future. So that's the plan here. Now, the question is, what running backs do we like at picks 143 and 146? Isaiah Spiller could fall. Not really a starting back. Michael Carter could fall. Not really. I guess that's not really a fall, but he'll probably make it to us. Yeah, no, this is just getting really ugly at the running back position, but we're going to keep moving as planned. Our running back room is almost counting on an injury, which is not a strategy you want to plan on. I'm just trying to look ahead and see if we have any angles we can play. I have been grabbing James Robinson. 1 second. Okay. I have been grabbing James Robinson because I feel like he's going to have more of a shared role than people are assuming. I know he's coming off an injury. I know Travis Etienne is back, but he's a good back and he's done well for the team. And I would be shocked if they just completely phase him out. I think he still gets some touches. What is... Oh, these people are drafting fast. Slow up. Let's look at the big board. Cruising. Absolutely cruising. Okay, I know what I was trying to figure out. We are... What I was thinking is... Marlon Mack at Houston is available. What's the other Houston back? Did he go already? What is the other Houston back? I guess he went. Who am I thinking of? Someone help me out. Oh, Damian Pierce. I was going to say, maybe we should have grabbed Damian Pierce there. But we're going to move forward. We're going to stick to the plan. Because what I was thinking is we grab Damian Pierce and Marlon Mack later on. And one of them is going to be the starting running back. There's no way Rex Burkhead starts over both of them. So I was going to do that to try to guarantee that we do get a starting running back in our lineup. But oh my God. Sorry to keep yawning. My day yesterday was exhausting. Sitting for that long for the tattoo and then getting up, and we went to a comedy show after that and had some drinks and got some dinner, and it was just a long day. So and then you say, well, why don't you just sleep in and catch up on your sleep? Being it's Sunday, you got to wake up tomorrow Monday for work. Why don't you just sleep in? And the reason we didn't sleep in is our dogs. 5 o'clock sharp every morning, they are in our room waking us up aggressively. So, we sleeping in isn't really an option here in this household. I don't know what the hell to do or think about Darrell Henderson. Like, I mean, we probably should grab him anyways, huh? Go Michael Carter right here. You got to imagine Michael Carter is going to have some reps as well. James Robinson went. And he reached on them. Now, I don't want to pass up on some wide receivers that I like, so let's make sure we're not doing that. Dotson, Chark, Osborne. No, this is actually the range I hate, so we're going to go ahead and grab Darrell Henderson, even though I have no idea what his situation is. Cam Akers is coming back from an injury, so I'm assuming if he goes down, Darrell Henderson will take back over, and he was a really solid back. He actually won a lot of leagues last year. So having a talented player in your roster is always a good thing, regardless of their situation, because if something did happen to change their situation in the team they're on and the person that was in front of them and taking their touches, and it doesn't always have to be injury. Sometimes players will go on like fumble streaks and they'll start to lose touches, and the person playing behind them will elevate a little bit. So I mean, anything's possible, but right now we do have all handcuff running backs. We don't have any starters, so it's definitely not comfortable. But I just scroll down to this wide receiver and quarterback situation, and we feel a little bit better immediately. We are looking at 5 more picks. We're going to go 2 more running backs and 3 more wide receivers. Yeah, 2 more running backs, 3 wide receivers. That'll give us a 2-6-8-2 build. Which is fine. We don't need 9 receivers when we put that much draft capital into the wide receiver room. When we go all wide receivers in the beginning, then you don't need to go up to 9. You can kind of count on them a lot more than you would if your wide receiver 2 was, oh, I don't know. Let's see. If your wide receiver 2 was something like a Michael Thomas or Elijah Moore, you can't count on those weeks as much. Maybe Michael Thomas is a bad example since he's going to be out for the first 6 weeks, and that's kind of built into his ADP. But like a Brandon Ayuk, Drake London, Elijah Moore, if that's your second wide receiver, then I like to go 9. But when you start off Cooper Kupp, T. Higgins, AJ Brown, Rashad Bateman with 2 stacks involved, then I'm pretty confident that they're going to hold it down, and if not, then a Jameson Williams or someone like that could step up. So we're still looking for the players that we believe in. We're going to pick at 167 and 170. So let's go down there. 167 and 170. Ugh. Ew. Man. Running backs just have such a hard drop off. 191 is our next pick. After this turn, see who we can get in that range to see if we're going to have to reach. 191's Raheem Mostert, which I actually think could have some involvement. Marlon Mack, I think he could definitely be a value. I think I prefer Marlon Mack over Raheem Mostert, I believe. I was kind of looking at J.D. McKissic a little bit because I would like to get him and Brian Robinson, but I think he's going to fall in a range that we're not going to see. Kenneth Gainwell goes, and our pick is 167, so we might use this opportunity to grab a receiver. We still need a couple more receivers, and Darrell Williams, A, he might make it back to us on 170, and B, Darrell Williams and Khalil Herbert aren't super attractive options. I would prefer, honestly, I would prefer like a Marlon Mack, J.D. McKissic situation. Even Deontay Foreman. But if he makes to us at 170, I think I will grab Darrell Williams. But in the meantime, I'm going to grab Alec Pierce, I'm sorry. We're going to grab Alec Pierce. I think he could be a wide receiver too. The situation with him is not really known, so it's kind of bringing his ADP down a lot, which means once they do establish that he's the wide receiver too, if and when, his ADP will shoot up a lot higher than round 14. So we're going to try to grab him now to grab that value. Darrell Williams does make it back to us, so we'll grab him anyways. Same really goes, though. These are all backup running backs. If any of their running backs go down, they're all great talents, so they're all more than capable. Some of them could get traded. I heard trade talks for Kareem Hunt. Nothing's confirmed. Nothing really too solid. But if any of these 5 people have something happen to the person in front of them, or if they get traded, then they actually go up to, to basically a round 6 draft pick comparable to those players. That's where Darrell Henderson was last year when Cam Akers was out. That's where Michael Carter was at last year before Breece Hall. That's where Kareem Hunt was last year when Nick Chubb went down. And even like A.J. Dillon, he'll have his games regardless of Aaron Jones being on the field. They have a lot different uses in their respective in Green Bay. Aaron Jones is the passing back, but if they get within 5 yards, A.J. Dillon's coming in. He's a little bit touchdown dependent, but that's fine. We have 5 running backs. We're looking for one more. So we might be able to piece together some running back one performances between the 6 of them. Because I don't think they're... Like, I don't like Tyler Algier over... Yeah, I just don't like Tyler Algier. I don't like Rashad White. I don't like Nyheim Hines. I think they're all pretty similar to the players we have. They just... the players in front of them are just A, either better, or B, they're not going to get nearly as much volume as a backup as the players that we have will. I really do like this team, though. I will say. I don't usually go with the wide receiver heavy start like we did. Going with 4 wide receivers and 2 quarterbacks in the first 6 rounds, 0 running backs. I think this is the first time I've done that. But I actually like it because I do think there is some value to be had later on with the running backs. I will say, if you're over here in picks, you can still do the same method that we did, but you can grab way more reliable running backs like Ezekiel Elliott, Dave Montgomery, Breece Hall, Travis Etienne. You're far more comfortable with having those as your top 2 running backs than the ones we have. But that being said, the ones we have are more than capable of holding it down. So yeah, we're gonna run with it. I do like the team. Our tight end room is probably a little weak with Pat Freiermuth and Dallas Goedert, but we do have the Dallas Goedert stack. Whoa, I can't talk anymore. Sometimes when you talk for so long, and I think I'm probably trying to talk a little bit fast at this point. I'm trying to get it all in before this draft's over, but start to mix up your words. I was kind of hoping J.D. McKissick made it back, but that would have been a pipe dream. Okay. There's one running back that's definitely far better than the remaining, which, I mean, ADP thinks so as well, so we'll go with Jamal Williams if he doesn't pick him. He has 5 running backs already. He could pick him, I guess. He's going to end up going auto draft, which is unfortunate because I would have liked to get Will Fuller as well, but I would have preferred Jamal Williams over Will Fuller, so we'll take Jamal Williams as our 6th running back. Same deal as our entire running back room. They are all very capable, very talented, handcuff running backs that will take over if need be, and if not, they still will have those small roles, still will be touchdown dependent, and still can put up points on the board even if the people in front of them stay healthy. So, I mean, when you're going 6 running backs, that's fine. And I'm not going to go 7th. We're going to get... Who we're going to get? Gusk reaches. See what I'm telling you. Fucking beat. Reaches on Mariota. I thought about going Raheem Mostert for a brief second, but we will Go Odell. Nah, we're gonna go Sammy. Odell was the most drafted player I have. I really do believe in him. Sammy Watkins' contract is atrocious. I don't love it. Fantasy Flock loves pointing that out. I think it gets in my head a little bit and makes me always 100% of the time draft Odell Beckham Jr. over Sammy Watkins. And I'm definitely drafting him over Donovan Peoples-Jones because Browns are going to get another. They're either going to get another wide receiver that'll take that wide receiver or the wide receiver 2 spot from Donovan Peoples-Jones, and or B, they are going to have Deshaun Watson sit out for who knows how long. So I'm not betting on the Cleveland offense at all in the passing game. Raheem Mostert goes. Wait, what's our board looking like? Oh, we do have one more pick, but it's at the end. I was thinking that we were wrapping there for a second. I thought we were gonna have another pick soon, but we don't. So let's pull this up while we wait. We're looking for one more receiver so we can go with the 2-6-8-2 build. As we said before, this range, I mean, 215 is the second to last pick in the entire draft. So that this range is, I usually like to go for the Hail Mary shots down here. I'm not really trying to go with like the round 4 rookie that Nico Collins, Justin Ross, undrafted free agent or undrafted rookie. James Washington, I don't even know if he's going to be on the team. I usually go Julio Jones when I can. I'm thinking Marlon Mack could be even in the range of picks here. I know it's disgusting, but Marlon Mack goes, so whenever I'm like really back and forth between a few different players, when one of them goes, I'm actually kind of happy about it, just because then I don't have to worry about making that decision. Someone made it for me. I think I have an idea of what wide receiver we're going for if he makes it to us. That's a big if, because he does have a pretty decent ADP. I also thought about going like a Braven Jordan just to get another tight end, and he might have some decent games, being that I think he is a tight end 1. I don't believe in the offense, but sometimes, even in bad offenses, they score sometimes too. So I've also seen reports that Braven Jordan looks pretty good, and he might be a pretty decent talent. Like I said earlier, like Dallas Goedert and Pat Freiermuth are just, it's not like you're getting a Kyle Pitts and a Pat Freiermuth. Like having 2 tight ends with the ones that I do have is a little on the risky side, I will say. One tight end that I think is on the super under the super under the radar. That doesn't make any sense. Flying under the radar? Flying super under the radar? I don't know. Is Hayden Hurst. I think he's on a great offense, great quarterback. CJ Osama he had a pretty good season last year, which was the tight end before Hayden Hurst. And Hayden Hurst, I'm a Ravens fan, and the Ravens drafted him, and he was actually really good, and he did well. He's a very athletic tight end. He's more of a pass catcher than a blocker, which is great for fantasy. So I think what I'm going to start doing is, in that 16th round range, I'm going to start looking for I'm going to start looking to grab Hayden Hurst as that third option. Here we really didn't have the choice just because we were trying to play catch up on our running backs, but if we're pretty balanced going into the last 5 rounds, then we'll look to grab Hayden Hurst as a third tight end. as long as we don't have an elite option. If you have a Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, Kyle Pitts, Darren Waller, George Kittle, even Dalton Schultz, you kind of stretch it on. You're pretty safe stopping at 2 tight ends. Dallas Goedert is really a stretch to stop at 2 tight ends, but Braven Jordan goes off the board, so that's the only other tight end I'm even remotely interested in. So we're gonna stick to 2 tight ends, and it looks like we might get the player we're hoping for. So I don't think I have any of this player, and that player is Laviska Shenault. I don't think I have any of him, but I think he has really good potential, especially for this range, in offense that is young and growing. Should be able to put some points on the board. I think he's going to be used in the running game as well as the passing game. He's kind of like a watered down Deebo Samuel type of guy. So he'll have his opportunities. It's just what can you make of them. So we're gonna go Laviska Shenault, and that'll round out our draft. Now I actually am really liking this draft, believe it or not. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I'd love to hear your opinions. If you're seeing this video, drop a comment to tell me how you think I did. Tell me how you think this team is. We'll go over it one more time. It looks like our bye weeks are actually pretty balanced as well, which is, I don't really look at that when I'm making my draft decisions, but it is pretty balanced, so that's a good thing. We don't have a lot of one team. The only team we have a lot of is Philadelphia, and that's because we have a stack, so we like that. So yeah, we ended up with Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. Incredible quarterback room. Probably one of the better ones you can get without having a Josh Allen in there. Both going to get their rushing touchdowns, which are worth more than passing touchdowns. We have stacks on both of them. I think that they're both going to take a step up in their productivity this year from last. Jalen Hurts has more targets. Lamar Jackson does not have more targets. He has actually less, but again, he is going to rush for 1,000 yards this year, so at least. So you're kind of liking him for a different reason, and the one person he's throwing it to other than Mark Andrews is going to be Rashad Bateman, which is on our team. So quarterback Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, A+. Running backs A.J. Dillon, Kareem Hunt, Michael Carter, Darrell Henderson, Darrell Williams, and Jamal Williams. Look at that transition there. Darrell Henderson, another Darrell, but it's a Williams, and another Williams, but it's a Jamal. Something we plan. It's a strategy that I'm trying out. So again, these are all handcuff running backs, capable, ready for workload if they need to put it on. I think a realistic expectation out of this core is maybe 10 points out of 2 of them per week. You're gonna have weeks where they only put up 5 points. Your top 2 options put up 5 points because the people in front of them had big games. I'm just hoping that maybe like AJ Dillon and Michael Carter have 1 week, Kareem Hunt, Darrell Henderson have 1 week, Darrell Williams, Michael Carter have 1 week. Like, I'm hoping they kind of take turns spiking instead of just all spiking on the same week and only being able to use 2 of the scores, and then the rest of the weeks they're duds. And at that rate, this team is kind of screwed. So the running back room is pretty weak. Maybe like a C minus, probably C. Maybe C plus. Fuck it. So that's our weakest room, which is fine. But then we move to our wide receivers: Cooper Kupp, stud; T. Higgins, stud; AJ Brown, stack, stud; Rashad Bateman, stack, stud; Jameson Williams. He's gonna miss the beginning of the season with his injury, but once he comes back, he's gonna be the wide receiver 1 in a developing offense that will be pass first. They're gonna be trailing a lot, so they will be passing a lot, and he'll get a lot of cushion stats. In college, he was phenomenal. He's he's one of those players that it's pretty safe to say that they'll transition their skills from college to the NFL pretty seamlessly. So we like that. Alec Pierce, not on the same level as Jameson Williams, not even close, but he's going to have immediate opportunity for volume. So in that range, that's really all you can ask for, because that's the range of George Pickens and David Bell, and I don't know if either one of them really have a true shot at volume like Alec Pierce does, because the only person ahead of him really is Michael Pittman. You could make an argument for Paris Campbell, but it doesn't seem like they're getting a whole lot out of Paris Campbell, and Alec Pierce was an early second round draft pick. So they're gonna give him the chance first. When you draft someone that early, and when you get drafted that early, you have plenty of potential. So not in the same class as Jameson Williams, but I do like his opportunity. Sammy Watkins is not my usual pick in that range. We talked about that a little bit. I don't love his contract, $350,000 guaranteed, which is nothing. However, he is the only veteran wide receiver in that room. I've seen what he can do. Again, we're a Ravens fan, and when he was on the field, he was a solid option. He's with Aaron Rodgers, which is always a good thing. Pass-heavy offense. Maybe him and Aaron Rodgers have a veteran connection. We'll hope. But I do like taking him here, especially when we got him 15 picks behind ADP. But a lot of things have to work out for him to be relevant at all, especially in this wide receiver room. So we will, I don't hate that pick. We'll see how it works out. And then Laviska Shenault, we talked about him not too long ago. Kind of the same deal. Is he'll have opportunities, just what he makes of them. And then tight ends, Dallas Goedert stacked with Jalen Hurts and Pat Freiermuth. Both middle of the pack tight ends. I wasn't willing to take up more draft capital to get a third, especially when we were playing catch up with our RBs. I could have taken one over like Laviska Shenault, and we talked about that if Braven Jordan fell to us, but he didn't. So, we're going to take the players that we like. And one thing I will say about this draft is we didn't get flustered. Hold on. We didn't get flustered, and that's something I'm learning, and I've seen it myself. This is, God, what is it? My 25th or 6th draft now on Underdog since I put in my first $100 and got 200, or put in my first $100, got 100 back. And let me touch on that while we're here. If you sign up for Underdog Fantasy, you deposit up to $100 in your first deposit. Doesn't have to be 100. It can be anywhere from $10 to $100. They match your first deposit 100%. So if you put in $100 like I did, you get a free $100. You can go into 40 puppy drafts. I don't know when the next puppy tournament is starting, but when it comes around, you can use your $200 on that or on whatever you want. You can pick NBA games. You can pick WNBA games if you're a huge fan of the WNBA, like a lot of you probably are. So go sign up, get free $100 when you enter your first deposit. Use FFX54. It's above my head. It's the name of my channel. It helps us out in the way of, or what is it? Helps us out in the sense, or in the. It helps us. It helps us. Okay, just use our name. It helps us. Doesn't matter how it helps us. But if you must know, it gives us $10 for referring a friend. At least for me. I know some of the other streamers probably have something set up with Underdog Fantasy, but for me, it just gives me $10, which I would use to enter 2 more puppy drafts, stream 2 of them for you, so we can chat, learn, have fun, draft together. It just supports the channel. It takes nothing from you. It's not like it takes from your $200, or you still get your free money. I get some money. Scratch your back, I scratch mine, type of thing. Anyways, I don't even remember what I was saying anymore before I went on that tangent. I wish I had people in chat so they could remind me, but I just don't. I don't remember. I'm sorry. One thing I want to do real quick is go into the draft and just look at these other teams. I'm going to remind you guys one more time. This is not a tournament. We are only playing against the people in this draft room. So I want to go back and see if there's any standout teams, or if there are any teams that I think will be easy to beat. And the only team, or the team I have noticed, I noticed that they had. I'm just starting to not make sense. I'm sorry. You know, I'm exhausted. I don't know. I still feel weird from yesterday. Oh, here, let me show you. You see that? Hold on. No, I'm not gonna be able to show you that. It's the back piece. It's I don't know. It's flowers and eyeballs and shit. Okay, just relax. Relax. Anyways, the team that I saw that I didn't like their draft just right off the bat is this rent-free team. Having Travis Kelce, Kyle Pitts, and TJ Hawkinson, 3 of your first 8 rounds are all tight ends. I'm never going to do the bully tight end strategy, but I don't think it's a bad strategy. You can pull it off, especially when Kyle Pitts makes it to the end of the third. I think is that below his ADP? A little bit, yeah. Yeah. So if you're gonna go Travis Kelce and Kyle Pitts, it's fine. You can definitely make it work. But when you go TJ Hawkinson, then you're kind of throwing away the whole point of taking 2 tight ends. I know one can count for your flex, but I don't know. Let's go through and see what his other options were. DJ Moore, fine. Amari Cooper, fine. Don't love it. He's falling fast. DJ Moore and Amari Cooper are both great talents, but we have no idea what their quarterback situation is going to be. So I think they will still produce regardless, though. So, honestly, the first 6 rounds or 7 rounds are fine. Like, I like DJ Moore and Amari Cooper. You're taking those shots to try to recover your wide receiver room for taking 2 tight ends in the first 3 rounds. Darnell Mooney, I think, is a great pick. I think that he has plenty of potential. Miles Sanders, I talked about almost reaching on Miles Sanders from 74 because I liked him so much. So I think that pick is great. TJ Hawkinson, you lost me. I don't know why you would do that unless you were just trying to snipe somebody, but it's kind of a throwaway pick in my eyes. And then you only have Justin Fields at quarterback? You have 1 quarterback? Honestly, I don't hate their draft other than the fact that they only have 1 quarterback and 3 elite tight ends. I think what they should have done if they were going for that build is grab a Jameis Winston. Whether if you had to reach on him just because you have Olave and Jarvis Landry, you could go for that stack and approach it that way. Or instead of TJ Hawkinson, you get a quarterback, a decent quarterback in this range. You go with Matthew Stafford. I know it would have been a reach for him, but it would have been way more valuable than TJ Hawkinson. I think you pretty much could have fixed this team if you just go Matt Stafford over TJ. But, I mean, the rest of it, all things considering, is fine. Let's see. Dalvin Cook, CD, Patrick Mahomes, Zeke, Gabriel, fine, whatever. Fine. Yeah, I mean, like I said in the start of the stream, it's, pretty standard draft for him. I don't see anything that stands out. I think most people did their best grabbing some values. So we'll see. I don't think this is a gimme. I don't think there's really any gimme teams, to be honest. I think all these teams have potential. What is this team? Jamar, Mike Williams, Chris Godwin, Robert Woods, Jacoby Myers. Fire. Leonard Fournette, J.K. Dobbins, Elijah Mitchell, Kenneth Walker, Melvin Gordon. Really? Fire. Joe Burrow to go with Jamar Chase. Irv Smith, Noah Fant, and Austin Hooper to get 3 tight ends. Ryan Tannehill to stack with Robert Woods and Austin Hooper. Goes with a 3rd quarterback, which is fine with this build. Yeah, I like this team a lot. This team's really good. Yeah. So, it's been a lot of fun. I always have fun doing these. I'm a little bummed that puppy drafts are done and gone for now. I was really bummed when I opened it up and saw that. I considered doing a Best Ball Mania there for a second, but I would just rather stretch my money. I'm going to add more once we run out, but in the meantime, we're going to try to get as much practice for our dollar as possible. And so we hopped into a $3, not tournament, but normal league, and did it that way. And that's probably what we'll end up doing until the next puppy draft comes out, which is fine. That's totally fine. Equal amount of fun. Sign up for Underdog Fantasy. Get you some free money. Put my name in. I love doing these for you guys. If you have any tips, tricks, analysis, anything, throw them in the comments. I will read them. I'll try to get back to you. And yeah, we're just going to keep learning. We're going to keep having fun. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a great week. We're 1 week closer to football starting and hopefully another puppy draft. But until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will be streaming. And yeah, peace out. Have a great night.